All right, welcome everybody back to MRL. It has been way too long since we've last done this. I know another commentator you'd be expecting. You normally see me in an A, but here I am now in Tier 3. Joining me is the wonderful Piranha Plant.
Hello.
Yep, so we're going to be getting underway in just a moment. Qualifying has already begun. Sorry for the late start. It has been like 3 months, and I apparently forgot how to stream. But I remembered again, so we're all good. Anyways, we're going to go ahead and look straight into it. So, taking a look at the Circuit de Barcelona, Catalonia, 14 corners to make your way around 2 DRS zones, incredibly rapid. But it's a combination of high, low, and medium speed corners, making it one of the most balanced tracks in the entire calendar. However, most people are going to be running high downforce. Why is it showing this? Okay, that's not... You saw nothing. Anyways, just going to go straight into qualifying.
God.
Yeah, I don't know why it did that. I changed it, and then it said, no, you're getting spa now. I mean, I love spa, but come on, really? OBS just sometimes likes to mock me, and I don't appreciate it. Anyways, looking at what's going on, as a completely unbiased McLaren team principal, I am very happy with the results thus far. Ketchin is getting ready to go on a flying lap. Yeah, we have a variety of lap times, but they're all relatively close. Honestly, okay, I've been keeping an eye on... I've been watching everything from Tier 6 to now. It's insane how close everybody is. Like, these are times that I was seeing in Tier 6, 5, and 4. And they're in Tier 3 here, too.
Yeah, it definitely is. I mean, you just look at the top three right now. They're all within less than 800s. Like, it's already very, very close between these guys. And out of all the people that is in third, it's Funju, which is a bit of a shocker, but here we are.
Yeah, the one
So,
shocker was in
time,
Tier 5, where the guy who set pole in Tier 5 is still faster than Tier 3! Like, what?
Yeah.
Props to Angry Shadow. He put in some serious work in the off-season, it seems. But enough of the other tiers. We're going to go ahead and take a look at Sharky making his way around for his first run. A little over 10 minutes left to go. This seems to be pretty interesting right now, it seems. Punchu actually put in a great time. He's third overall. Not too far ahead of Technic Speedy, but this tier so far seems pretty close. Gary is a little bit of an outlier, but I think he'll be able to catch up. Sharky in Sector 2 now. Let's see how he's doing through here. He's honestly running quite comfortably. Uh-oh. I didn't like that. Okay, we're good. Ooh, solid communicating with services up in the top left and thought it was about to disconnect. Oh, it's catching.
Oh.
Wait, did he crash into the pit wall?
I think he might have crashed at the final corner, but it looks of it, yeah. That is very unfortunate.
It looks like it looks like he crashed like directly into the pit wall that separates the track and the pits itself, which we have seen already, so wouldn't be the most shocking thing to occur. Sharky going around the final corner, going across the line. What time can he set in the McLaren? He puts himself 8th overall.
Yeah, not a bad time for him, obviously. There's still a bit of work to do to get to the top. He's just under 3/10 behind his teammate, but nonetheless, still a very good time. More people starting to get laps in. You've also got the likes of MRK, who is reserving up, interestingly, from Tier 4 to Tier 3. So we'll see how he gets on in his good old Red Bull. He's actually going to pit, so ignore that. But yeah, there's still a few people left to set a time. 15 people, and it's already looking pretty tight.
Yeah, I gotta make a little edit here. Yeah, that curse counter record still stands, but I need to change this to...
And change it to this season and just completely reset it, yeah.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, I want to see if we can break the record this season. Not really. I hope that doesn't happen.
I typically kind of can be one for commentator curses, knock on wood. So we'll see. Punch is going to come across line. He goes fastest now. 112 flat. He's put in a banger lap. And he's going to put it on pole.
Yeah, Puncher put in a brilliant run right there. That would be good enough. I think that would be good enough to get himself into the Tier 2 ranges.
Maybe.
Maybe he should go to Tier 2.
Well, I mean, somebody was already saying, Sebi already said in the chat, here he said, Punju P3, put him in Tier 1. Well, now he's P1. What are you saying about that, Sebi, huh? Like, what's the thought?
I
So
think
technic
Sebi
speed,
is, I think Sebi is just admitting that Punju is actually faster than he is at this point.
yeah. That being said, though, Punju still has competition. Technic Speedy, he put it up into second place. He's just 23 milliseconds off.
Yeah, we still have Kiss My Axe, the Aston Martin team principal, making his way around. So let's see how he does representing his team going around. Just a couple of corners left to go. And he seems pretty confident. He seems to set a purple sector. Now, that may just be in comparison to P10, but if that is the case, he's going to be well within the top 10, going around the final corner to cross the line, pushing full way. Going across? Yeah, he puts it up P15, but I think he's going to go for another run right now, because if you look at the amount of battery he's got, like, he didn't even use all that much in the grand scheme of things. Wow, he could have pushed way harder, I think.
I think he might have accidentally put it on medium ERS. I saw him on medium when he came across the line. That might have been it.
Yeah,
He's already backed off, though, so that's his run done. He's going to come back into the pits later on. But, yeah, either way, there's probably quite a bit of work to do there. Because his teammate's all the way up there in P8 as MRK is left. Oh, dear.
Uh-oh.
That's not good.
Hopefully we can get him back in. Gary, meanwhile, is getting ready to go on a flying lap. It looks like, yeah, he's getting ready to, but hasn't begun it just yet. Picking on a couple others. Kiss My Axe already finished. Logan is getting ready to go. So you have a lot of people prepping to go, but we still have a few minutes left before we get into that final stage.
Yeah, so there's still 6 minutes left to go, so there's still plenty of time. NVA, by the way, I completely missed that. Put it up to the front row.
Yeah.
3 milliseconds
Yeah,
off of Bunju.
that's
Already. My god. It's close.
Yeah,
This just makes me all the more excited of what we have in store for the race, if it's going to be this close already in qualifying.
Yeah, meanwhile we have Gary. He's on a flying lap, and his teammate is not too far ahead of him. And Gary's finding some improvement, be abused. I'm not entirely certain, but the two Haas drivers are running pretty rapidly here. Although, I'm already going to tell everybody, so I'm going to misidentify the Haas and Ferrari because their markers are exactly the same color. So if I navigate to someone thinking it's a Haas, thinking it's a Ferrari on the minimap, and it's a Haas, prepare for that because it's going to happen at some point. Like, it's gonna happen, absolutely.
It's a good thing it's only for this week. We only have to deal with it because the update is going to come out tomorrow, luckily. Yeah. So,
yeah.
But for the time being, if he says that Taylor is cooking even though he's all the way down in 19th, he's looking at a Haas by accident, let's say, for example. That being said, though, Haas not entirely looking the best right now. 17th and 19th, they're definitely going to want to improve.
Yeah, still, I mean, not the worst position to potentially be in.
They're not massively off.
Yeah,
like,
and well, as we've seen thus far in the other tiers, qualifying doesn't seem to be the most important.
Oh, no, not at all. Especially when it comes to some certain chaos. You saw a bit of chaos yourself with Tier 5, specifically with Tolby may or may not barrel rolling across the grass.
Yeah, Tolby.
I still can't get over that.
Yeah, Tolby decided to take a sabbatical from Formula One and decided to go straight into flight racing. So I'll just see how well that career turns out for him. But Sharky goes across the line, goes E7.
Yeah, decent improvement for him once again, and yeah, solidifying himself in the top 7. Still quite a few people have yet to set a proper lap, though. The only person that seems to be on a lap in the first place isn't, as a matter of fact. Though, it looks like it's a Williams and a Sauber coming across the line?
Yeah, SVM is making his way down to turn 1 on his flying lap, but he's going to have to deal with a little bit of traffic that just came out on track. And while we're going to see everybody else pile out of the pits here soon enough. But SVM is going through pretty well. Obviously, you want to go full throttle through turn 3. But if you aren't, you're going to be losing so much time. The new handling system and the way the downforce and everything works now, like, some corners you can really take flat out, but at the same time, this track in particular, along with Bahrain and a couple others, seem especially slippery now. I mean, you can see that there's SVM had a little bit of a slip there. Oh, that's gonna be
very much
some
blocked, though.
impeding from the Ferrari there in that corner. That dirty air will have definitely caused him potentially a 10th or even 2.
Yeah. Well, he's up 4/10 though, so
Yeah,
maybe
so
scratch that.
yeah, looks like Salver has a strong lineup here in Tier 3. So going around 2 corners left to go, should be flat out through both. Going across the line, barely any battery left. RC
Whoa.
takes pole position. SPM second.
Goes to the front.
Yeah,
Okay.
right now they are looking very strong. Wenfro, who was a provisional pole for a time, is on an outlet getting ready to go. Dining it is now beginning. Well, actually, no, he just finished his. Never mind. And put himself P8. Taylor is on a flying lap in the Ferrari, which is about to get a slight livery update tomorrow, along with the other updates. And ironically enough, that infamous bump at this very track is going to be fixed the day after we're done racing it. So
that's so annoying to deal with. Like, you have to deal with it with this run racing, and it's like, oh yeah, no, it's fixing it. It's like, you couldn't have like delayed it. Like, no, not delayed. Like, you couldn't have brought the update sooner. Like, come on. So annoying. But either way, gotta suck it up. Gotta deal with it. And Taylor on his lap, he is currently 4/10 up. So he's looking en route to possibly a top 5 at the moment.
yeah, Taylor is looking real confident right now, and I'm loving to see that. Now, of course, there is such a thing as overconfidence. But let's see if this confidence is well placed for himself. It is! Second place on the front row for the Ferrari. Great run from Taylor. Meanwhile, we have Bird Victim, who I think just crossed the line to put himself P12. Sharky will be finishing qualifying, but we also have Gwenfro getting ready to go on a final run. And, well, we have many others on outlets.
Yeah, Gwenfro, interestingly, has done a double outlap to help the tires, I believe. Which
yeah, interesting
is
call.
a pretty smart call, if I'm not going to lie. If he could just keep the tire wear low, he'll have enough temperature. So this might actually be a bit smart here from Gwenfro.
Yeah, I agree. This just might be a big brain play from him.
Yeah, we'll see if it pays off, as he is going to start his final flying lap, as the checker flag is soon to fall, and almost everybody is on a lap by the looks of it. The first person to come across the line, I believe, may be an Alpine by the looks of it, or I can't tell. Yes, it is an Alpine. NVA, yeah. As you seem to have disappeared.
Yeah, no. I'm here. I'm just trying to adjust your little webcam and try to slot it in perfectly, but it keeps on just it's like snapping like it's on a grid, and it's kind of infuriating. Just
NVA just misses out. NVA just misses out by 5 milliseconds. More people coming across the line. Technic Speedy with an 11.7.
What a run!
Very, very good run, as that was the Mercedes at Cartman, who didn't improve. Next up is going to be an Aston Martin. That's going to be Edge, who's marginally down on his lap. But can he still manage to improve on P14? Yes, he does. He goes to the 9th.
Hanju?
What's he got?
5th. Okay, next up we have Gwenfro getting ready to cross the line. What can the McLaren driver do? He puts it P7. B. Coles cross the lines, puts it the P7 in front of Gwenfro, so great run. And it looks like we have one more left. KDM crosses the line, puts it... Where did he put it?
8th. Says on the steering wheel. Yeah, so not a bad qualifying, but Technic Speedy with the lap of qualifying. He's on pole.
Yeah, that's a mega lap. Absolutely.
I mean, we saw the speed last season in Season 10 in that Red Bull, where at some points he would put in a brilliant lap, and that seems to be continuing. And yeah, his first pole position for him this season. And, well, you look further back, though, and it is very, very tight across the field.
Yeah, I mean, I'm still thinking about Angry Shadow's pole time, because I think it still may be faster than this, which is...
I think it still will put him pole.
Yeah, as a Tier 5 driver, please. He's too powerful. Oh
Can't do
man.
anything to stop him.
Like no, I mean, credit where credit is due. He absolutely took advantage of that hiatus that we had up until the new game came out. He took full advantage of that time and clearly put in the work to improve. So I mean, at this point, he could easily, I think, be like 2, even 3 tiers higher than where he currently is.
I mean, just based off this alone, it just seems to me that probably tier 2 would be his kind of pace. And well, yeah, he's just put in a lot of practice, and you can't help but just be impressed
Oh
by
yeah,
what he's done. Just
absolutely.
using the lower tiers.
I mean, from my perspective, I'm infuriated that we have just someone who's that dominant. But at the same time, it's like I mean, he earned it. I'm impressed. So I mean,
It's literally a definition of max. It's like it's annoying you're this fast, but it's also impressive that you're this fast.
exactly. It's
Literally one of those.
literally that. Come on, we're gonna fix it. This is absolutely killing me because I want this to fit perfectly in place, and it's just saying no. We're just gonna snap you off directly next to my name for some reason. Hang on.
Yeah, I'm moving all over the place, aren't I? I'm flying all over the bottom.
Okay.
But
There we
yeah,
go. That's close enough. Okay.
that is as good as we're gonna
Anyways,
get. I don't think there is any rain forecast, so I think we might be in here for a dry session. That being said, though, we can still have quite a bit of chaotic moments in the dry. So we'll just see how the start goes.
yeah. Oh, from Gwenpro. So bad for me. I think he may have made a mistake during his final run, so he maybe could have been further up.
Right,
At,
maybe,
at
but I
least,
mean, still a
well,
decent quality.
oh yeah, absolutely, still a decent quality. And honestly, this tier is looking real close, which is exactly how I like it. So I think it's gonna be a very eventful race. If any of the previous tiers have anything to say about it. Anyways, here we go right now. 5 red lights coming on here in Barcelona. And the 5 red lights are out. We're underway. Technic Speedy does not get the ideal start. RC, on the other hand, is already long gone into the lead. Technic is being drowned out by a couple of the drivers, and now down to P3 as the race starts. They are all almost together. Oh no! Taylor's out!
Oh my goodness!
What a
What is that?
pile-up! Wenfro was also caught up in it. Oh no!
Absolute chaos, and we didn't even make it to the end of Sector 1. That is insane. There's still a bunch of chaos going on further back. Everybody's slowing up all of a sudden. There's damage
Sharky, okay,
everywhere.
let's take a look at the position changes. Sharky took full advantage of the chaos and is up 8 positions, catching up 8? 8.
Well, he,
Yeah, there's a lot of chaos, I bet, with the illegal overtakes and all that, and so they're all kind of filing into place. Logan also got a great start off of that. Punju, B. Coles, Dimey, Gwenfro, and Taylor were all horrendous victims of that start.
how
But, wow.
I need to see an onboard from some of the guys further back to see what happened to Taylor. My goodness, I had the most brilliant angle, just like going through turn 3, and you can see the front guys got away just fine, and then it was everybody else. Like, what was that? That was probably the most chaotic thing. I think the top 5 don't have damage though, so they're okay to go. But
Yeah.
everybody else might be just diving into the pits here.
Yeah, watching like the top 5, specifically the top 3, I was amazed how they didn't cause an incident because the way they were filed, it was literally just like one car immediately after is the other car, and immediately after is the other car. Like they were literally bumping wing to wing. It was actually that close. I'm amazed that none of them caused an incident or anything. But good on them for not doing so. Unfortunately, the same cannot be said for the rest of the field who got caught up in a major pileup at turn 1. KDM is going to be coming in, as well as the Hats of Gary getting a fully new front wing, considering it is entirely gone.
Yeah, 13th down to 19th, all pitted.
Yeah,
That is
Gwenfro out of the pits, though, is up to P12, so a little bit of damage control
actually
after
didn't
what
pit.
happened. Wait, he didn't pit?
Gwenfro did not pit.
Oh, he must have not gotten any severe damage then. I think he just got caught up in all of it.
He does have wing damage. I see wing damage on the right-hand side. I think he might be having, like, planning for fresher tires than everybody else, which isn't a bad call. So,
Yeah, I mean,
can kind of
still.
respect this. He was near the bottom anyways, so it's not like he's going to be losing that much. So that's not the worst thing for Gwenfro to do. I'm surprised that only 7 people pitted. I'm not gonna lie, I thought there was more.
I really thought there would be more. So that's
I thought at least half the grid.
that's a big shocker.
I mean, fair enough. I mean, Ketchin was basically parked with where he was, and somehow still managed to not get damage. Like, he has benefited the most out of anybody from this, up 11 spots.
Yeah. So to take a look and actually show you all, here we go. So a lot of big winners from 5th to 11th, and a lot of the big losers from 12th to 17th. And V-Cole's down in P19. Very disappointing, but my statement of qualifying not really being the most important has been proven correct. Oh, that's gonna hurt. Yeah, for those who haven't seen the new game and how it works yet, the game is far more strict on penalties. Speeding the pit lane and other penalties like that are now doubled, essentially, with the exception of track limits, which are still 3 seconds.
Yeah, they've definitely been much harsher. Though, interestingly, I actually found this out. They were still giving out 5-second time penalties for speeding in the pit lane in real life, which I found very interesting. But then everything else was 10. So, bit of an interesting thing there. But either way, they decided to be very strict with this game. You only serve the 10 seconds in the pits, though, as if it was a 5. That's what I find interesting. So, yeah, there's that. But either way, yeah, they need to get rid of these penalties as soon as possible.
Yeah, one thing I will say about this game, and well, yeah, it's got a lot of problems, but credit where credit is due, this game is gorgeous. Like, the cars have never looked better.
Looking, yeah.
The cars and also the drivers and everything, like the visual quality has taken a clear step up from what it used to be.
And the thing is, it's less size than F123. Take that into account.
Yeah, I mean, like, that's very good efficiency, unlike some other games. Call of Duty 300 gigabytes.
The safety car's in.
Yeah, definitely not anything personal with that statement whatsoever. But, yeah.
Yeah, either way, though, safety car is in. RC got the jump off the start. A brilliant jump for him ahead of Speedy, and now he's going to control this race. And we'll see where he goes.
I wouldn't even say it's a brilliant jump by RC, but rather just a complete fumble on Technic Speedy's part off the start. But RC still had a great start regardless. But about to get underway, can RC jump them yet again? He's really taking his sweet time to get going again. And there he goes, peeling out. Great getaway. He is already long gone. That is absolutely brilliant run from him. Technic Speedy actually might be in a bit of danger as SVM gets a little bit greedy here. But he wisely chooses to back out for now, and it seems that we have processed through turn 1 much better this time. Okay, I spoke too soon. There it is. Mercedes taking the escape road. That's Cartman. And now his teammate and KDM have gotten past. He's down to P14. Meanwhile, Gary has lost a little bit of time, and Gwenfro has now gotten himself ahead up into P18. A lot of movement still going on, but very interesting.
Bit of a battle here between... Oh, MRK has had a bit of a moment. He's lost a couple positions. Victim and Edge are going at it. Edge manages to get the better of the Visa Cash App, Red Bull, like MasterCard, Lola, whatever that is. Nonetheless, Edge is in 9th. Burn Victim now down to 10th. He's actually under pressure here from Punju, actually. Punju's looking down the inside. Logan's crashed, and that's a safety car.
Well, that was...
Exit a 9.
Yeah, so, you haven't even gotten a full lap of racing just yet. And while Logan has crashed out of the race, unfortunately, his teammate is leading the race.
Yeah, very unfortunate there from Logan. He just looks like he dropped the rear, and that's it.
You know,
to be fair, I was having experiences with turn 9. The rear does sometimes step out, so that's most likely what would have happened. And yeah, it's just unfortunate.
Yeah, Gwenfro wisely going in, and he's just going, you know what, I'm just going to serve my penalty right now and be done with it. Take advantage of the safety car timer to really just damage mitigation in the situation, and put on the hard tires, no less. So, honestly, a smart call. I can't help but recognize the irony of Logan, though, in this entire situation.
In the Williams, yeah.
Yeah.
I think, yeah, if you actually look at the TV pod of RC, you can see at the
He's
top
out one.
that
Yep, I
he is
know.
an outlaw. Logan was literally in Logan's car.
You know, I think I'm gonna put that down to being a
Poetry in
canon
motion.
event on Logan's part.
I don't know, but either way, it's poetry in motion.
It really is. Like it writes itself.
And to answer Blix's question, he got a pen for the first safety car with a slight bump, and he's asking if you can get it removed. Yes, you can. You can get it removed in the pits. So, don't worry about that. But, yeah. But now, this is a good time for everybody to just kind of mentally reset. You've already had 2 safety cars. This is your point where just forget everything that just happened before and just move on with the race. That's all you can do at this point in time.
Yeah, RC leading them off once more. Oh, gets a little bit on the curb there. Yeah, that curb can kind of suck to get on. It can easily cause you to lose a rear end. But we're going to be getting under the restart probably within the next lap. So these drivers are gonna, these drivers are gonna have to try and keep their tires warmed up, which is seemingly impossible, except for maybe the soft tire runners. But they're gonna have to pit again very soon. Actually, well, with the 2 safety cars, their tires actually would be pretty safe. So a soft medium strat is very doable at this point for them.
This is very true, and it would help them more if they have a fresh set. Because if they didn't use other sets in qualifying, that would work out for them. But it depends on how many people do have that. And bit of info from Gwenfro. Apparently, he has underbody damage.
I figured he had some more severe damage. Yeah, underbody is gonna be, to put it simply, a game ender for him, unfortunately.
Well, not entirely, actually.
Really?
I would more say that the rear wing would be more of a game.
Underbody
damage, that's still drivable. Like, that's still drivable. And if it's minor, you probably wouldn't even feel it. We'll see how bad it is, though, because he is down in 18th, and he's going to have to make his way through the field. And he's saying he can do this. Belief. He has belief. Yeah, safety car should be in for sure.
I'm gonna be the next Hokage.
Sure, go with that. I mean, if he thinks he's the next Hokage, then sure.
All right, so RC leading them off. Is this like going to be the second time you've seen them off, or the third? I honestly lost count.
Second.
Okay, second time. Okay.
Second.
Yeah.
It's only lap 6. We haven't had 3 safety cars then.
There's been more safety cars than actual racing. Give me a break here.
That is very true. Kind of point on that one, but I think he's starting to go. Is he?
Oh wait, no, he's baiting them right now. He's kind of screwing with them, to put it simply enough.
Cheeky,
now he's going. Yeah, he completely jebaited them, and now he's just going to get a clean getaway. Technic Speedy, though, if SVM burns, he just might find an opening here. Nope, it's actually not presenting itself. Although, one thing I've noticed that I now realize I hate about the Sauber on board, the helmet can kind of obscure the MFD like it is right now, so I can't really see how much battery and stuff they have. Oh, that sucks. I think that's the case on every other car. It's fine. Okay, the Mercedes also has that problem. Every other car is fine except for those 2.
Yeah, well, that's why we have the good old telemetry up. But either way, it looks like everybody's kind of relaxed on this one. There's been a movement further back. Gary and Gwenfro going at it. Gary managing to hold on to P17 for the time being, but Gwenfro with those much fresher tires trying to make work on him. Can't quite do it. But everybody's just in single file. This is a very...
not for long. Hang on, we got a little bit of movement in the back. That is Cartman trying to get past KDM, I think.
Yep,
yep, KDM, great defense.
Yeah. And meanwhile, right behind them, B-Coles is going. Oh! He's lost it!
Oh! If he was going any faster, that would have taken off his front left.
Oh, yeah, very much so. But luckily, he's managed to come out unscathed in that, and we got a racing lap done, everybody. Round of applause.
It's a Christmas miracle. Anyways, we have Edge getting past he abuses his Punju, sneaking up the inside. What a move from the Mercedes driver. Absolutely brilliant. And now Burn Victim, I think, wants in on some of that action, but the opportunity does not present itself. Punju really maxing out these soft tires. Is he going to dive on the inside? He's thinking about it. He's going for it. But he doesn't pull off the move. He doesn't have the traction on the exit, so he has to remain behind for now. But that pressure is going to cause Edge some time and potentially lose the DRS that he sorely needs to hold off Punju. Though I think DRS won't make too much of a difference at this point. The better traction is proving to be too strong with the Mercedes and Punju behind the wheel. He manages to get himself alongside, and can he get fully ahead? He does. Great move and great action from Punju.
Yeah, it's very crucial. RC with a 3 seconds. That's definitely gonna cost him, and now he's gonna have to worry about that the entire race. For his Technic Speedy, he's just thinking, you're about to gift me a free win, and well, he's gonna settle for P1 instead. He's gonna take the lead.
Oh, that's not one, but 2 overtakes on RC. Not an ideal run from him. And that's a B. Oh,
he saved it.
Yeah, great save from RC, but SVM, I think, definitely put on way too much pressure there. RC didn't even have enough track left to run on. So, that's going to be a talk to with the stewards later, probably.
Yeah, maybe we'll have to see, but either way, Speedy is now back in the lead, and SV in second place, and that's because of that collision that has now caused the two to kind of break away. NVA is not within DRS of the guys in front, and is going to be under pressure from the McLaren of Sharky.
Yeah, Sharky is already lining up a move. Could he get it going into this corner? I don't think so, but he's got so much battery that he's simply holding on to. NVA, though, has already spent over half his battery. Meanwhile, Sharky is honestly just kind of... I think he's kind of playing a patient game here, not really trying to burn out everything immediately. But, just taking things a little bit slow and steady.
Yeah, he's playing it very smart right now, and if he gets a good run out of this corner, he could shape up a move, but he doesn't, technically he doesn't need to. Speedy's setting the fastest lap, so he's definitely got the pace for it, and we've got another person with a penalty. The penalties are starting to come in, which is very interesting, because we didn't see much of that in the previous tiers.
Yeah, I was one of those people who couldn't keep it within the track limits, self-admittedly. Oh, hang on a second, we got some action here. Ketchin looking for a move on the inside. Little bit of good pressure, but they're still keeping side by side, going to the next corner. If Ketchin stays on the outside, he's got the move done, I think, because that exit will be too powerful. Sharky is still fighting to keep himself alongside, but yep, like I said, traction on the exit was too good for Ketchin. Ketchin gets ahead. Great overtake. Great close racing. Perhaps a little bit too close. But both came out unscathed, and that's what matters.
Yeah, I was surprised that they didn't make contact at all there. Got very close, but good respect between them. And yeah, now Ketchin's going to try and close up onto back to NVA, in which the Alpine has closed up to the front too. He's back within DRS.
Oh, I'm getting a helicopter shot right now. I absolutely love this kind of angle cool. Because you can see just exactly how close Punju is getting right now to some of these front runners.
Yeah.
These softs are still kind of lit up for him at the moment, and I think we're actually about to see RC make a move on Kiss My Axe. He's kind of looking for it, but I don't think he has any battery left to use.
So SV has taken the lead now, so the Kick Sauber is now leading this entire pack and this whole DRS train that goes from first all the way down to 11th.
Speaking of 11th, Bird Victim seems to be lining up a move to get past the abuse, but it doesn't happen. He has to back out with the time being. Still, these drivers are proving to be very daring in where they overtake right now, and I'm loving it right now.
Yeah, as long as it isn't absolutely race ending like it was for Taylor, then yeah, it's all in good fun. That's all it is. It's RC is going for a move there? No. Okay, yeah. Kiss My Axe holds on.
Yeah, so, funnily enough, of course, I'm McLaren TP, and I basically provided a guideline of, hey, there should be some corners where you should tell yourself, don't overtake there. And I highlighted those 2 corners as an example of where not to do it. But I respect the attempt, and I respect that both of them kept each other close, but not too close.
And maybe this was tactical, because Kiss My Axe doesn't have DRS anymore.
Yeah, that pressure absolutely cost Kiss My Axe greatly. Greatly enough that RC will probably get past here. If so, this was a great tactical play by RC to go for that. And here we go, side by side. Once again, can RC complete it? He does very clearly. It is now up to P6, and that might make Axe vulnerable to Punju, looking for a chance and an opportunity. Now Axe going on the outside. He has way more straight line speed. The two still going side by side here. This is some great action we're seeing at the moment. But if RC can stay on the outside on the exit... Oh, they come together for a moment, banging wheels. They come together again! I think Punju may have gotten some damage for that.
I'm not sure, but there was a bit of carbon fiber that you saw kind of got kicked up a little bit, but they managed to get things sorted. Meanwhile, Be Abused and Edge are going at it now, and Abused is ahead. He's up into 9th and goes a little bit wide, though, for good measure. But yeah, I don't know how none of them spun or anything. That was very, very tight.
Yeah, this is some incredibly close racing. I mean, I'm normally used to seeing no assists.
Oh, Speedy! Speedy spun!
Oh, yeah, I'm not surprised. It's so easy to lose it around that corner, so it's fully understandable. He's going to have to rejoin very carefully, but now he's going to be all the way behind that pack. So much time lost for Speedy. Very unfortunate. Meanwhile, RC and Kiss My Ex going wheel to wheel once again. RC gets ahead and takes P5. Punju, I think he's just watching and waiting for an opportunity to kind of present itself. Then again, he doesn't have much battery left among this group. The one who's really has the most battery is Kiss My Ex, but he's also burning a lot just to keep up. This pack of 5 or 6 is proving to be very exciting, but at the same time, all this fighting is causing them to lose ground to the top 4. Sharky's still on the heels of NVA and Ketchin, as SMV, well, SVM more accurately, has already pulled a bit of a gap and is free of DRS.
Yeah, that gap was helped because of Speedy's moment. RC grabbing another
speaking of moments!
Oh, holy! Kiss My Axe has great reactions to avoid RC there. And Punju nearly went for the move on Axe there.
Punju goes a little bit wide, though. Punju goes wide, costly mistake. RC immediately slots back in. I think we're going to have another round of the Aston Martin and the Williams going toe-to-toe, wheel-to-wheel, because, Kiss My Axe had a bit of an error on that second-to-last corner. That cost him a bit of time. RC slipped a little bit too, but DRS is going to be really useful, as well as all that battery. Here we go, yet again into turn 1, the two side by side. Can the Williams get ahead this time around? He does, and he slots back into P5. This action between these 5 drivers is nothing short of incredible to witness at the moment.
Oh, Lex! Oh my goodness! What a save!
I turn away for a moment, and Kiss My Axe turns himself a little bit too far and loses several positions for it.
Oh, I picked you too!
Punju as well! Be Abused literally just got gifted 2 positions absolutely for free.
Yeah, he absolutely has, and now Punju's under pressure there from Edge, but manages to hold on. But yeah, that's the one thing. It's easy to save these cars, but at the same time, it's easy to lose them at the same time. SV grabs a 3. That is a big, big name to get a penalty right now.
Yeah, this is some absolutely incredible action. Punju right now is in a British green sandwich. As he nearly loses it. He loses it indeed! There it is!
Oh, no!
Oh, I literally just brought him up, and the moment I do, there he goes. All the way down from P... Oh, no!
Oh, no!
Oh, that's so unfortunate. Wait, is Punju beached? Okay, no, he's not. Okay, I don't entirely blame Punju there. I think that was just an unfortunate coincidence. Punju trying to veer out of the way, and technically Speedy was just going to move on the inside past him. And so, well, it's kind of that situation where you're walking, and someone else is going the same direction. And so you both think, okay, I'm going to go right, I'm going to go left, and then you just bump into each other. It's literally that kind of situation, except with the cars, which is very costly for Technic Speedy.
Yeah, and Punju got a 10-second for that, which is unsurprising from the game to do that. But yeah, that is just it's very unfortunate.
Yeah, I would almost argue to get that penalty removed because again, the nature of how it happened. Punju was trying to avoid. Well, he had to serve it, of course, but I mean, like, if I could, I would argue to potentially get that removed because he was clearly trying to get out of the way, but it was just a misjudgment on both drivers' parts. And it was just an unfortunate accident.
That's all that really was. Is we got a couple people going into the pits, Kiss My Axe, and Abused. So pit stops are now going to start rolling in for the medium runners.
Oh, hang on, we got a move here from Daimi getting past MRK, or is it Daimi? I don't know. He gets past, though, and he is up to P8, now stuck between two Red Bulls. MRK having to hold off Gwenfro, who, despite the underbody damage, is doing very well. And he's about to attempt to move on MRK. He's going to dive on the inside. Oh, he doesn't. He backs out, but that has made MRK vulnerable. Gwenfro might try to go for another opportunity here, but it does not present itself.
Yeah, it just can't quite get it done. I wonder if maybe it's the underbody damage caused the rear to kind of slip out a little bit, which cost him that chance to go for the move. But yeah, Gwenfro, all things considered, not doing a bad job with the underbody damage. Slowly starting to make his way up the field. And yeah, he's doing a decent enough job. And he's probably rooting on his teammate at the same time as well, because Sharky is in this fight for the lead as Ketchin is caught up to SV. SV actually goes into the pits, so he's going to get off those medium tires, and that's going to allow the top three to be all within DRS of each other and start to run away.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't blame the medium runners to extending and trying sauce because, I mean, in my experience, mediums feel great here. Like,
they really do.
They don't really, there isn't really a real fall off for them, at least in my experience. Like, sure, they did great and you could feel the deck, but it isn't like just it goes down and then it just plummets. Like, it's a steady decline.
Yeah. I'll say this: the grip doesn't quite fall off, but the lap time kind of does.
It does.
Like, you can still have confidence to like chuck the car in on the medium tire, but it's just the lap times are not going to be able to produce what they were when they were fresher. So yeah, I can understand that point of view, especially like later on in the race. They feel incredible. So yeah, and those that have pitted off of those mediums, they've unsurprisingly gone onto a set of hards. And SV, he's got a lot of clear air to try and get things done.
Yeah, we have KDM hunting after Edge. KDM, I mean, he could very easily extend it to soft tires. Oh, here we go. It's NVA and Ketchin going in. Sharky remains out. Edge also going in. KDM remains out. Smart call on his part. So, I mean, again, I think KDM probably is going to and probably should get soft tires. Oh, man. Why did it have to happen to MRK of all people? Oh, that's...
No, bro, but yeah, that's just...
that's unfortunate.
Cartman with the fastest lap. Cartman is finding some pace here, and he's actually gone up a few places. He's up to 11th now.
Yeah, Cartman is really putting in some work. He's definitely, right now, giving the other drivers an impression, making them want to respect his authority.
This is on a set of mediums, too. These aren't set of mediums, so this is proving that the mediums do feel nice, and he's clearly very comfortable on that set. But this is very interesting. So, SV, he pitted a lap earlier. Look at the gap. He didn't really get the undercut that he maybe would have expected, I think, because he's only 1.1 ahead, and NVA is pushing to try and get within that DRS.
Yeah, John in the chat, I love you, mate. You're just too nice. Yeah, if you think that, you do not know me very well. But
I've known you long enough. Trust me, there's a lot more to it. There's more layers.
Yeah, I'm an ogre in that sense.
Literally, that's exactly what I was referencing. Yeah, you think he's nice, but just wait until you get to know him more. Then it's a pain in the ass. Oh, catch it.
Yeah, it's gonna hurt. That's gonna hurt a whole lot. Speaking of hurting a whole lot, RC is not having a good time. But Cartman is. Here he goes for P10. Is he going to die for P9? Okay, he doesn't, but he completes the move. Cartman is looking real good on these medium tires. And he's going to continue to be good on those tires until the end of the race, because, like we said already, they hold up very nicely. The two Aston Martins going wheel to wheel. 3 wide going into the turn 4. These drivers are out of their minds, but I'm kind of living for it right now. Edge is going to be ahead, and those fresh mediums are really doing their part. Gary, though, it would be in his best interest to... Well, actually, he can pit for sauce. Never mind. He's good exactly where he is at the moment. We have 3 drivers at the front who have yet to pit, and I think are indeed going to go for the soft tire run, in which case they're probably going to pit in 3 laps at the latest. At the latest, 3 laps.
Yeah, just looking at it, Sharky, as of right now, has around about an 18-second gap between himself and the highest person that recently pitted, that being SV. And that gap is slowly closing, but not as much as I think SV would have expected. So if Sharky keeps this pace up and goes onto a set of softs, he could be absolutely flying. And he's only going to be like, what, 3 seconds behind those guys?
Yeah, speaking of flying, Ketchin just flew past NVA, and he's now at the P5 chasing after SV. So SV might be in a bit of danger here from the Ferrari, although Ketchin does have that time pen, which is still going to hurt him. Speaking of, what is it? Okay, 3 seconds for third through fifth.
Yep, so that's definitely going to cost them. NVA right now is in a good position as it stands at the moment, sitting behind these guys, both of the 3 second. They're all within DRS of each other just. So it's looking good for NVA. Burn Victim's not looking too bad either, by the way. He's sitting behind these guys. He's got 6 lap old mediums as, ooh, am I seeing that right? Yes, it is. Sharky's in.
Yep, Sharky's in. Does KDM follow? No, he stays out on the hard tires. I think maybe going in now. No, they both stay out. That's kind of a shocker. I think now would kind of be an opportune time. KDM, I think, could extend a little bit further. But Sharky, I think, definitely made a good call. Those softs are going to be electric. I actually kind of underestimated the softs because I thought they would die after like 5 laps. But managing them right, they can easily run strong for a solid 8 laps.
And Sharky is barely behind these guys. He's right there. It is less than 3 seconds.
Yeah, he...
Oh, boy.
Yeah, he on those fresh softs should be able to kind of blitz past all of them. This should not be too difficult. That grip is so powerful. I mean, you can already see he's closing in.
He's looking like a shark in water. He's living up to his name. He's like a shark.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And something tells me we're about to see a reenactment of Jaws from what's about to occur here.
That was my thoughts exactly. Well, his first victim is going to be someone...
Burn victim. That's kind of ironic, considering he's about to get beaten by a creature of the water. But, here we go.
Go for it! He's going to go for it already! What a move!
What an absolute move from Sharky. I bet his team principal is very proud of that overtake at the moment.
Alright, get the dirt off your shoulders. Calm down.
No.
No, okay, fair enough. But yeah, moving himself up into what is technically a net P4, but really net P2 because of the 2 in front having a penalty. Ketchin's going to go for it on SV. So he's going to hold on to net race lead.
Hey, no,
SV is looking for the potential switchback. Going to try and hold it right around the outside. Can't quite get it done. But he might actually. No, he won't. Stays ahead.
Yeah, this is going to be very close between these 4 cars. You have Sharky lurking, waiting for an opportunity. Is he going to go on the outside? There's no way. Okay, good.
Yeah, no.
That would have been a moment of extreme concern for no one in particular. Wait a second. There's Sharky now. No, outside. They're banging wheels going through turn 7 and 8.
How?
Ketchin slips.
Oh, that's me.
Oh no! Sharky goes off into the gravel! Oh! Sharky also got a front wing end plate bitten off, it looks like. Yep, there it is.
He has. You're right. I think that hurts.
Yeah, but the soft tires should still help him so he can do a bit of damage control here. But that's going to cost him so much through the corners.
Yeah, very much so. Damie is into the pits now, so he's going to get off of those mediums, which just leaves KDM, the lonesome runner that has yet to pit in this race. Well, he has pitted technically, but he's done 21 laps on those hards. I don't know if he's going to go to the end or not on those.
Is he? Okay, considering how long it's been, I think he's actually going to try it. I think he's actually going to attempt extending to the end.
His tires don't look too bad, to be fair.
Yeah, but you can already see from SVM, he's closing in relatively quickly.
Very quickly. He chopped down like 4/10 there. We'll see if they can maybe catch up, but even if SV and Ketchin do catch up, there's no way unless they're just that much faster that they can pull a 3-second gap to KDM if they do catch up to him. It's a matter of NVA and burn victim as to whether they could do anything. Maybe even Sharky as well, despite that damage.
Yeah, KDM is continuing to stay out.
Could he? Could he be actually doing this? Surely. I don't, like, this seems unlikely because he pitted after the safety car. I don't see it happening, but he can surprise me. Sharky's in. He's getting rid of that front wing, and that is just heartbreaking.
Yeah, I mean, at that point, I don't blame him, because seeing the amount of time he was losing, it probably was worth it. Probably. But in all this, Gwenfro is actually seeming to be getting a net P10 here.
Yeah, Gwenfro could still very much get a point or something, despite that damage. Fair enough. And actually, Andy's putting in nicely in the chat. 13 seconds in 10 laps that they have caught down KDM.
Yeah, we saw 10 seconds a couple laps ago. If KDM is trying to extend to the end, I think he made a potentially severe miscalculation.
I mean, at the same time, like, if they're catching 13 seconds in 10 laps, there's 10 laps left to go, or 9, when they come across the line. I don't think it's going to cost them that badly.
Well,
and
yeah,
if he
but
stays within DRS, he could still maybe even get a podium.
Yeah, the difference is, though, with the
one.
DAG. The DAG is going to be even worse for him as time goes on. He's going to lose more and more time for it. So, I don't know. Oh, Gwenfro gets a time penalty.
That's unfortunate. He's still in that fight, though. He could still maybe scrap a point because the other people in front, or mainly MRK, does have a penalty as well. Mostly. Speaking of MRK, he's actually going to go for the move for P8.
Pulls it off. He's ahead of Kiss My Ex. Great move. Oh, Gary's crashed. There's a safety car!
Wait, did they crash on the straight? They did! They crashed on the straight!
This has changed the entire shape of the race. Wait, Sharky won't have to pit! He won't have to pit! He can stay out.
This is true.
So if anybody else pits, KDM has just... Oh my god, KDM is genius.
Oh my gosh, you're right.
KDM is a genius. This is just perfectly played right into his hands.
This is... Wow. Okay. Andy, what have you done?
No, don't tell me.
Andy's a part of Red Bull. And clearly he does, like, strategy and stuff. This has been his plan? Was he planning for this safety car? Because he's a genius if that's the case. SV stays out! SV has elected to stay out. Everyone else behind pitted.
I think that was severe miscalculation from SV. I really disagree with that call. I do not think that was it. Absolutely not.
Everybody is pitting. Every single person is pitting.
Oh!
Cartman grabs a 10. Oh, dear. And KDM. Oh, boy. Prime position to win this race at this point. They can clear SV immediately. This would be golden.
Okay, it sounds like Andy did plan for this.
It really does seem like it.
Andy is... Okay, that was like a 3000 IQ Mega Mind play from him. I'm impressed.
It would have worked. Here's the crazy part about what Andy just did with KDM. If the safety car didn't come out, he still would have finished in a very good position for points.
Yeah, but now,
But with the safety car, he's now pretty much
he's got a free
almost
win.
guaranteed a win if he keeps it clean.
Yeah, all he needs to do is keep it clean, and he has like a win gift wrapped for him. Because the two cars he's in between both have time penalties, and the car directly ahead is also on old hard tires. My question is, will SV kind of see the writing on the wall and decide to pit because
To be honest, I think it's at this point where you kind of have to commit to it. I think it may not be worth it.
Honestly, I could see SV dropping out of the points. That's how hard he could plummet.
Oh, 100%, especially with that 3 second. What's he do? Coming to the pit lane, he stays out. He's committing.
Yeah, again, I think this was a horrific miscalculation.
Ardell in the chat. Is the Sauber on crack? Maybe.
Perhaps.
Maybe he might.
Well, actually, hang
so
on.
I want some of it. Please give me.
I mean,
need
Sauber is very fond of green, it seems.
This is very true. Half their car is practically green. It makes a lot of sense to me.
Yeah. And for anyone wondering, yes, I'm very proud of that absolutely terrible joke.
You know what? Be proud.
Yeah, burn victim in a baguette sandwich at the moment. Not really ideal for him, but he could.
He doesn't have a 3-second.
Yeah, I was about to say, he doesn't have a 3-second, and I think a podium is very possible for him right now.
Oh, very much so. He's, if you put all the penalties into account, he is a net P3. So he's in a great position to do this. All he needs to do really is just keep it clean and just bring the car home essentially, and he should be able to get the P3. That being said, though, there are some drivers behind that are going to try to make their way up through. RC, he is one of them. Remember, he was leading a good amount of the race. Sharky as well, he was challenging. There's a bunch of people behind that also want this.
Oh. Okay, let me see.
Safety car not coming in. Interesting.
Maybe a late last minute call. I think they have until the second to last corner to call it in. There it is.
There you go. Yeah, Punju just caught up.
Oh yeah, I just noticed, man, Punju has been very unfortunate. He had the pace for good points, maybe even a top 5 finish, but just kind of got knocked down, it seems.
I mean, the spin was down to his own accord, but he has a chance to claw something back out of this. He does have a chance.
Oh yeah. So here we go, underway.
We're already going.
5 laps left to go. Let's see if KDM decides to just go for the move right now. Oh, he absolutely is. He's just not going to waste any time.
He's gone.
And now KDM has an effective roadblock in SV, who will obviously desperately attempt to hold off the other cars for his own sake, but it will do wonders for KDM's strategy as well. So KDM, at this point, is going to be sailing away. Catching already, though. It's not going to be wasting any time. Gets himself ahead of the Sauber and up to second place, now free to chase. NBA, though, he'll want to get past quickly as well. Is he diving on the inside? He does! Late braking from the Alpine! And he manages to get himself ahead already.
Oh, big crash!
Oh!
Somebody's off! Burn victim! No! First safety car edges out! What has happened?
Oh no! Sharky has broken another front wing, and Glenfro finds himself in the points after everything.
Punju's in the points as well. Forget that. Punju was down and dead last and nearly lapped down. He's in the points. How's that happened? What?
Yeah, it's a full safety car again. Oh!
This is insane.
I want to go home.
I don't even know what even started all of that.
I think maybe a couple people got greedy with their overtaking around that corner, if I had to guess.
I mean, we saw the NVA went for the move on SV, but that, like, he managed to make the move without much contact or very little contact, so that wasn't that bad. It was just everyone else just kind of followed what NVA did.
Yeah, Pat in the chat asking, what is happening?
I don't know.
I don't know either. I don't know. I've lost the plot. I thought I had the plot, but it's gone. It's gone. The entire narrative is destroyed. This is a full-on reboot. We're pulling DC right now, getting rid of our entire universe, restarting with a clean slate. No Zack Snyder.
Like, it's chaos. That's all we can say about it.
I don't have a grudge against Zack Snyder, but I may have a grudge against Zack Snyder.
No comment. I got nothing more on that one. You have your grudge. I don't care.
Yeah, no. Is it extremely petty of me? Yes. Absolutely. No question about it. Do I have any defense for it? Absolutely not.
Don't need one. Sketchy saying in the chat, I think everyone needs to take awareness and patience classes.
Yeah.
Honestly, you may be right.
I mean,
You
definitely,
can
like,
also
a
go to that
little
class
more
yourself,
awareness
sketchy.
could go a long way. Like, if you see a couple cars ahead and they're all, like, close together, it may be wise to kind of give yourself a little bit of space in between, so then that way, if something does go wrong, you have room to maneuver.
Yeah, exactly. This is MRL. What do you mean? All right, fair enough. This is going to be a very interesting last
We have a
3
supercut for
laps.
Ardell, that's a violation for Redeemer. Oh...
Ardell hasn't done anything yet.
I know, right? Like he hasn't even done anything.
He hasn't even done a lap. Like that is just an
I
insult.
sense hostility. Cartman getting a new front wing as we're gonna be. Now if Cartman catches up, we'll restart this lap. So Cartman probably will catch up, and
Yeah.
we'll be restarting this lap.
Yeah, it most likely will. I'm just amazed of what's really happened, especially the two in P6 and P7. They were down near the back, Gwenfro and Punju. They're now solidly in the points. How's this happened?
Yeah, Gwenfro, despite the damage, has honestly done very well for himself, and Punju, despite the spin, has also done very well. But they're gonna have a hard. Well, actually, hang on. MRK may act as a bit of a roadblock here in this situation because he is on the medium tires. So he's not going to be in an ideal spot, and obviously will want to defend and hold on to every point he can. Red Bull right now in prime position to score a whole lot of points. MRK was very wise in choosing his teammate, I would say.
Yeah, very well. You say teammate. This is the tier up. He's in tier 4. Don't forget.
Wait, really? Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, then
Yeah,
honestly, for a reserve,
we
he's
just
doing
watched it.
brilliant.
Yeah, he is doing quite nice, but we'll see if he can hold on. Safety car is in now, and MRK's teammate, or a teammate for this race, KDM, he's in a great position to win this race, but can he? Can he hold off the likes of mainly NVA to take it?
Yeah, we'll have to see. KDM getting ready to go. Ketchum does have a 3-second time penalty, but NVA could be a potential sleeper to win out this entire thing. We'll have to see what happens as we have one corner left before this race begins again for the last time, I hope. So here we go. KDM, he gets fully clear. He is long gone. And now we have SV just doing his best to try and hang on and do the best damage control he can. Which, honestly, that safety car saved him immensely. So he's in a much better spot. Oh, he's already slipping. He's having such a hard time with those hard tires. Kiss My Axe now looking for a chance and an opportunity. Sneaking on the inside, perhaps? Yep, there he goes alongside. Can he get ahead going into turn 4? It's close. Oh, SB goes wide into the grass, losing multiple positions. His teammate getting past, and SB drops out of the points places.
Oh my goodness! How's there not a crash? How?
That was incredible. Now Sharky fighting tooth and nail, gets himself up to P11, and now going to get a net points finish for himself after so much struggling. A little bit of fighting going on up ahead as well. That's Technic Speedy looking for a move as MRK going side by side. MRK goes wide, takes an opportunity. Wait a second, that's RC! What a move from RC! He's getting almost entirely ahead.
He's going for it again! Oh, that's the kickoff. That's B-Coles. B-Coles is off. Oh, RC! RC is off! RC goes off! Oh, no! What has happened? No!
Oh my god! What?
Oh!
What is happening?
Oh no!
There's I think one of the moderators may need to lock the tier 3 chat after this.
We might need to slow down. We might need one on dear. That was.
Oh my god!
Well, that aside, KDM is gone. KDM has just left the chat. Kitchen's still holding on to P2, but with that 3-second, now has NVA and Kiss My Axe provisionally on the podium. But oh my goodness.
That was intense.
You think?
Oh.
Intense doesn't even put it lightly, to be honest. This is chaos.
Absolutely. Williams and Hess, this is definitely going to be a weekend to forget for both of those teams. Very unfortunate.
Very much so. As we're on now to the final lap of this race. KDM is holding on. Ketchin is gaining, but it's not gonna be enough to get ahead of KDM. Meanwhile, Technic, Speedy, and Sharky going at it, and Speedy up into 7th.
All right, so here we go. Just
Need
a
a brake
little
reset
bit
after
of
this one, bro.
time left to go. Final lap. Now, KDM is actually kind of getting caught up here by Ketchin. So Ketchin may attempt something a little bit sneaky here, even though it wouldn't really make too much of a difference. It would probably be in his best interest to just try and gain as much time as he can to mitigate that penalty he received. Because at the moment, it seems like Kiss My Axe will find himself on the podium, which will be a great start for him. Gwenfro, meanwhile, is also on the hunt with a little bit of time left to go. And DRS, Gwenfro, could he go for a dive here? No, he doesn't.
Smart.
Yeah. Sharky, though, on the inside, trying to find one more spot. Can he get past the RV of Technic Speedy? No, he can't, but after all is said and done, I think he's going to be happy enough with the P8, but I think KDM will be much happier with the victory as he comes towards the line. He wins the Spanish Grand Prix. NVA will take second. Kiss My Axe third. Ketchin gets ahead and will end up being fourth. Punju fifth. Gwenfro sixth. Technic Speedy 7th. And we have 3 more positions, but unfortunately ran out of time before I could get to the rest. Land Sharky, I think,
Sharky
is
8th, MRK 9th, and I believe it might have been the other Alpine of Damien 10th.
Yep, MRK gets driver of the day, which honestly I think it's well deserved because for a reserve drive, that was.
I'd give it to KDM. That strategy played
the
brilliantly for him,
the strategy.
And he took control.
The strategy from Red Bull and KDM, I agree, was also absolutely brilliant. That was that was a race.
Fair play. Oh, it was Burn Victim. Burn Victim managed to get into the point. Sorry, not Damie, but
yeah.
It was Burn Victim. Okay.
Yep.
Incredible.
Yep. So absolutely brilliant race we just had. That makes me look very forward to Silverstone next week. I mean, that's one of the historic classics of Formula One. Super high speed, super rapid. We're gonna have a lot to look forward to when we head there. So, who do you think is gonna come out on top next week?
Oh gosh, no idea.
Yeah, I don't.
Just based
I don't blame
off of
you.
what we've seen, Speedy looks quick. RC looks pretty good. Same with NVA. Those are decent contenders based off this round, but we can definitely see some surprises here and there from some other guys.
Oh,
Who knows? Maybe we could have a McLaren all of a sudden just show up out of nowhere, or even Punju just says, "All right, I'm gonna just be the best in the world," type of thing. We don't know.
Yeah, that's very true. One interesting thing that I did notice at the end was the top 7 positions were all from different teams. So
that is, yeah,
many people are in contention in that tier. So makes me very happy to be here in Tier 3. I'm going to look forward to seeing you all next week when we head to Silverstone, Britain. All right, we'll be seeing you all next time.
Bye.